Alright folks, welcome to a unboxing. This time it's the Beer52 box for technically November, I don't know. Yeah, basically it's the Polish box this time, and yeah, I've got very sparkly hands because of I also received a Lush order, but I'm sure my middle-aged male audience don't want to see that. But yeah, there's a reason why I'm 31 years old, but I look like I'm 24. But yeah, so I digress. Just going to try and get my stream up now on the... Am I live? I think I am. Yes, I am. I can see comments have come through. So you'll just have to bear with me 1 second while I get the comments up so I can read them. So, Craig from Kent Beer Reviews. All right, brother. Hope you're doing okay. Says, all right, brother Peter, with a beer glass. And then Neil Parkins says, evening. Evening, Neil. Hope you hope you're both doing well, actually. Yeah, it's Friday already. This week's gone by quite quick, hasn't it? Yeah, I was actually having to work from the office today, and I think I will be for the next week at least, just to shake things up a little bit. And yeah, it was quite an interesting day today because I was helping with the training of some of our new staff, which I am the least competent person to be ever put into that sort of position and to have that sort of responsibility, let me assure you. But yeah, I don't think that's why I went in. I was just asked, can you go in? And I was like, yes, it gets me out of the house. So it's crazy that, isn't it? Lockdown's made you realise how much you miss the actual workplace. The charm of working from home wore off ridiculously quickly, because this is basically where I work when I'm working remotely, on my bed. So my back is killing me. I don't feel comfortable when I'm falling asleep because I know my arse is being planted well and truly on the bed all day. And I don't know, there's that sort of escape you get where you've got no real routine. There are many distractions. Technical issues are plenty as well. So that probably explains why the quality of streams dips also. And yeah, so it was actually really nice, even though it's freezing cold outside, to go into work properly overdressed, but I don't fucking care. And yeah, it's actually one of the most constructive work days that I've had for a while. So yeah, and I came home and had a Lush order and a Beer52 delivery. So I thought I'd do a live stream. And I'm getting pop-ups on Messenger on this phone, which is pissing me off because I hate getting notifications like that. So, Big Sip Beer Reviews says, evening clueless, evening Big Sip. Hope everyone's doing well, and if anybody's having a drink, let us know what you're currently drinking down below. So, the Polish box. I actually thought this month's box was an Australian box, which I was a little bit... I don't know, just didn't tickle me. But then it came up to like a few days before, because I usually, when I see that the next box is something I'm not too interested in, I always think, I'm going to just pause it for a month. But by the time I've remembered, the money's already gone out my account and the box is on its way. But I think I will pause it. I mean, it's at this time of year as well, plus I've just... you're going to be seeing an unboxing of the Tool subscription box, which I thought I'd try because I got 50% off. Much in the same sort of vein as when I was part of the Mikkeller Beer Club. So we've got that. I don't think I've got any other beers coming on order, although my good friend Adam from Mersey Beers might be picking up a few prowlers or growlers from Brewdog Liverpool tonight, and then dropping them off potentially tomorrow. So I've still got some of that Overtone and Northern Monk and Time and Tide stuff left. So I'm a little bit plush for beer. Although I want to start putting stuff away to drink over Christmas. That being said, I was planning on just like getting loads of impy stouts and just putting them away. But I think my drinking habits this Christmas will involve buying sort of like beer in a box, mini keg sort of things, just so I've got it on tap throughout the few days of Christmas. But we shall see, because if there's one thing people who actually know me when it comes to beer will tell you, it takes me ages to actually commit to putting an order through, and then I end up putting an order through that I didn't actually intend to do so. But anyway, I digress. So, already opened it up, and first port of call is a copy of Ferment magazine. Do like that artwork there. It doesn't actually do what it usually does and tells you what the next theme is. So I think with COVID and obviously sourcing the beers, I think they are beer sausage roll, Christmas veggie beer sausage rolls. Should that? I do make good sausage rolls actually. Should I try making veggie sausage rolls? I'm partial to a meat-free sausage roll. Not gonna lie. What other recipes are there? Well, it's very, very vegan. The recipes: mac and cheese, nachos, tacos, or burritos, rice and peas, a walnut taco, Szechuan dandan noodles, wild mushroom ragu. Mushrooms, not my forte. But yeah, I do like reading. Gotta stock up on some cured meats though. See, I'm in charge of this year's meat and cheese board, which I'm very, very excited. Mince pie, beer crumpets, some really good stuff there. Even though most of it's all vegan, which I've got no problem with vegan food or culture. It's just when people start screaming at you, calling you subhuman because of your eating habits. Even though now they're saying, being anything but vegan is bad for the planet. But I very highly doubt that. Veganism, the diet isn't that good. When you get all these like meat-free options from your like supermarkets, and you look at the actual like not that I'm the sort of person who actually looks at that sort of stuff. If it's food, I'll eat it. But a lot of it's just as bad for you as like the meat version. But yeah. So where I was going? Oh yeah. And speaking of having accusations thrown at me, got myself into a little spot of bother on Facebook. Surprise, surprise. And because I'm part of the like the UK CBF and all the different sort of chapters and things like that. And I got banned from the supermarket one because I made a joke saying I'm sweating like Jeremy Corbyn in a synagogue. And of course, Paul McTurbot, let's call him Paul McTurbot because it's a stupid childish name for a stupid childish prick of a man. And yeah, he banned me without letting me sort of explain that it's a joke and I'm not a Tory. Not that there's anything wrong with being a Tory. I'm not one of these people who are like, fuck Tories, fuck Boris, fuck man. What have Labour done during this pandemic? They've like said, we very much disagree with what you're doing, but they go along with it anyway. Fucking plebs, a lot of them. So there's now a banned chapter on Facebook, so I just screenshotted it and put it in there. And then, I don't think we really want anti-Semitics in this group. It's like, what? How am I being anti-Semitic? Jeremy Corbyn's not even anti-Semitic. I don't even think, even though I'm not a big fan of Labour, not a big fan of Tories, not a big fan of either of them, because it's just same shit, different coat of paint. And so I'm like, what? What the fuck? And yeah, apparently somehow the definition of anti-Semitism is even if you make a comment like that, which isn't actually aimed at the specific collective, it's classed as anti-Semitic. And I was like, so if I was to say like Boris Johnson, I'm sweating like Boris Johnson stood next to a black guy. Do you know what I mean? I'd get like, oh, that's a good one. That I wouldn't have got half of the shit that I got there, but because I'm insulting Comrade Corbyn, God, I sound so fucking alt-right now, don't I? I'm not. I despise any sort of bigotry, but I'm going to make a joke about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to make a joke about, like, the worst form of diseases. I'm going to make jokes about Jimmy Savile. I could have easily said, like, I'm sweating like Jimmy Savile in a children's morgue. Do you know what I mean? Does that mean I'm criticising... let's not get into the... semantics. That's a word I nearly slipped up on. But yeah, I just found it really fucking ludicrous that I had that name against me. But luckily, common sense prevailed and people actually, you know, defended me, which was really good. So people, strangers defending my honour. Absolutely wonderful stuff. But yeah, you can't say... That's the thing about this beer community. I love it. I love being part of it. I've met so many amazing people, so many amazing brewers, so many amazingly talented individuals in this industry. And I hate the idea of people feeling uncomfortable going to a tap room or being involved in the industry because of their cultural background, colour of their skin, sexuality. I hate the idea that people would feel uncomfortable. And I know there are some problems that need to be addressed, but come on. The sensitivity of some of these fucking arseholes is just ridiculous. But yeah, basically, Paul McDermott, if you're watching this, you're a fucking prick. I'd still buy you a pint. Let's discuss, but don't just be a cunt about it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let's have a quick look at the comments and just shut the fuck up. Let me see. So, just got a message. Let's press play. So, we've got the wonderful Lucy Foster in the chat now saying, good evening all. Good evening, lovely. Says, Craig says hello, and Lucy says hello back. Have I had any more comments since that? Nope. But, yeah. Political, social rant over. Let's have a look in the box. I've alienated enough people at this point. Do you know what I mean? So that was the Ferment magazine. Good read. While I have a bath in a little bit. Don't have any beers to drink while I'm doing this, but hey ho. So the snack, they've redeemed themselves for the olives that they put in this. Since when is olives a beer snack? Do you know what I mean? It's just so funny. I mean, no disrespect to people who love olives. If you love olives, you really enjoy olives. That's fair enough. You want to know what's weird? Being a kid, getting a pack of Polo mints, getting a pack of Walker's Ready Salt Crisps, putting a Polo in your mouth, and then mashing the Walker's Crisps around the Polo into a mush. And then, yeah, I was a weird child. And I'm a weird person now. So actually, last stack was these really nice spicy peanuts, which I went down a treat. But these sound fucking awesome. This is from Ollie's Pretzels, and this is the salted original. We're hot off the pretz. Do good, I love pun. So how many beers have we got? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. The only can this time is the Trek Kumpli. I know that's not how you pronounce it. I struggled it when I had the beers a couple of years ago. Is the American Beauty, American Blonde Ale, which is clocking in at 5% ABV. We will keep the description of this one simple, just like we did when producing it. We brewed it with Andre Miller, the grand champion of Beerophilia, the biggest homebrewing competition in Poland. The idea was shared was fairly straightforward and easy drinking, everyday beer. Yeah, this is a very brief description, isn't it? Bitter but well balanced, slight yet aromatic instead of knocking you off your feet. American Beauty will serve to unwind and perk you up. We could all do with a bit of perking up, couldn't we? Perk you up. Cheerful citrus, mango and lychee on the nose. Crisp, light, moderately bitter and fruity, very drinkable. It's our go-to beer. So, nice. I know my good friend Adam from Mersey Beers has been enjoying the Polish stuff recently. So, just have to bear with me 1 second. Let's see if we've had any more comments. There we are. Just have to bear with me 1 second. No, comments are all up to date. Next up, we'll look at the bottles. First one is from Pinter, and this is Attack Chmielu. My Polish pronunciation is awful. We're at Pinter, and this is an American IPA. 6.1% ABV. The rest are all bottles, by the way. Attack Chmielu is an insanely hopped AIPA. Red copper in colour, full-bodied and a bunch of citrus in taste. And aroma, citrus, floral, resinous, piney, fruity. Thanks to all the American hops. Attack Chmielu is the first commercial American IPA brewed by a Polish brewery. So, very, pioneering beer from a very highly regarded brewer. So we've got a couple more comments. I can see them pop up on the screen, but my eyes are terrible. Plus, one eye would be looking at the screen and the other eye would be looking somewhere else. I got hit in the eye with a tennis ball when I was a kid, so I think it sort of made my eyes go wonky. Bars in Portugal always have a bowl of olives on the side when ordering a beer. That says Craig, not that says Craig. And then Lucy says, love me an olive. And then Craig says, yeah, I love them too. Hey guys, where'd you bury the children? But I just don't like olives. Just really not a big fan at all. So, next up, another one from Trek Company is the Misty Contemporary IPA. And it looks hazy in the bottle. 6.5%. The most interesting trend in today's world of IPAs, matching our preferences and showcasing what's best in American hops and American brewing creativity. There is a high chance that Misty is going to become our crew's favourite IPA. This time we let ourselves be inspired by New England's brewing legacy. Juicy fruitiness is brought to you courtesy of these kinds of finest American hops: grapefruit, mango, lychee and limes. They love the lychee on the descriptors. Greet your palate, giving way to gooseberry, white currant, and no kidding, white wine. Add just the right amount of herbal bitterness and finish off with a velvety, soft mouthfeel. Without oats and wheat, this beer wouldn't be the same. Contemporary IPA, we're up to date. Very, very relevant. I've got a feeling this was in a Polish box from Beer52 that I had a couple of years ago. We shall see. Okay, so Lucy says more olives for Craig and I. Well, you can take your olives and you can enjoy them. Next up, we've got a beer from, who are these? Provo, Gushitsville. Shut up, Peter. And this is the Contour dark beer with a very nice looking label indeed. So this is a 6.5% beer. It's in Polish. So it's authentic. Oh no, got the English here. Don't be a dickhead, Peter. Dark beer with a sophisticated flavour. To fully appreciate its profile, serve at the indicated temperature, between 12 to 14 degrees. So Provo is a family business established in 1991. It is the first private microbrewery in contemporary Poland. So we've got some trailblazers in this box. The idea of a dark Polish beer sounds pretty damn good to me. So, no more comments after I've been olive shamed. Got another one from these guys, and this is the Surfin Wheat beer. Not my favourite style, it has to be said. So the yeast, no, as refreshing as a sea breeze. The yeast sediment at the bottom is natural for wheat beer. And this is clocking in at 4.8% ABV. And yeah, I mean, it's got a nice label on it. That'd be a good casual beer to drink, I think. Then we've got a bottle from, I've had some from these guys before. I recognise the artwork. Who's this? This is Ale Brovar, of course. And this is the Rowing Jack IPA. It says fucking Ale Brovar right there. And let's see what we get with this. So, at Santa Maria's Stern, finally a beer that will not... Did I just have a mini stroke then? Finally a beer that will not go off on the way to India. Only an extra portion of hops could protect this precious cargo against the moods of Neptune and the burning sun. Sailor, try to resist. If that description doesn't get the blood flowing in your trousers, I don't know what will. And that was such a camera thing to say, so I do apologise, especially to my only female viewer. And yeah, 6.2% ABV, that one. So what have we got here? So Lucy, once again, shaming me publicly. Really unimpressed by the olive news, to be honest, Peter. I thought you were all right until now. Well, the truth comes out, doesn't it? And then Jake the Snake says, time. Thank you, Jake the Snake. Time means absolutely nothing these days. Then we've got another one from Complete, and this is the Pan IPA. I think that's how it's said. Double wheat IPA, clocking in at 7% ABV. So I'm going to brew a strong beer because that's what I enjoy drinking. I want to be drinkable, so I'm going to add a lot of wheat and oat. It always works. I'm going to use my favourite American hops, which have a fascinating aroma and taste. When I'm in doubt, I always use some more hops, and this time is no different. I will add Galaxy. Love Galaxy. It had Vocations single hop series New England IPA Galaxy last night, and it was absolutely banging. A totally stunning Australian variety. This beer will be rather on the sweet side with some bitterness, only for balance. Isn't balance something we are all after? The ultimate goal here is for all the pieces to fit together into one beautiful whole, a full-bodied beer with a captivating tropical aroma. Full body and bitterness on a just right level. Oh, and the one more thing, the hoppy fruitiness is brought to the forefront. Do you remember it from the single pan IPA knee? Our brewer talks too much. How about you just try the beer now? Pretty much sums up my reviews, which I'm sure Lucy's going to criticise me for that as well. But I'm such a prick. I do apologise. 7% that one. That sounds mega. Only got 3 more, so another half an hour to go. Next up, we've got the Lumberjack from Brokerija. Not how you pronounce it, but I'm going to stick with that. And this is a rye American stout, 6.7% ABV, 330ml. New wave mix of stout with American hopping. Rye used during washing imparts oiliness. Mashing, not washing. Imparts oiliness. Harmonizes with a hint of chocolate and a strong resinous bitterness. The aroma is rich in coffee and chocolate notes, filled by citrus sweetness. So, malts are pale rye, chocolate, wheat, Carafa Special Type 2. Hops are Tomahawk, Citra, and Simcoe. And just says yeasts. So, there we go. I like the artwork on that. Very nice indeed. It's got a glossy feel, that bowl. Hope it's not being somewhere where it shouldn't be. So, what do you think about social Darwinism? That's a bit of a heavy subject. All I will say is natural selection can be a wonderful thing. Don't really know how relevant that statement is to social Darwinism, but you be the judge. So next up, we've got who are these? Who's this? Is this the same? Deer Beer, craft beer from Poland, and this is the Chocolate Factory Sweet Stout. Oh, hello. 5.9% ABV, brewed with wheat flakes, lactose and gluten, and malted barley. Does it say what hops have been used in this? No, but I'll tell you what, I'm very much liking the sort of like the deer version of a Bootsy Collins Willy Wonka. That sounds good to me. Really nice artwork on it. I like that. I like the colour scheme as well. Now this bottle's a bit sticky, so God knows where this bottle's been. But yeah, bitterness 2, sweetness 4, strength 3. Yeah, Provo Deer Beer. Nice, very nice indeed. Well, excuse me. That's what Pepsi does to me. Jake the Snake says, I'm too cultured, guys. You wouldn't get it. I have that problem sometimes. And then the last beer that we've got is from Tankut, or Provo Tankut, or Lankut. So T or an L? Let's have a look. Yeah, Lankut, Provo Lankut. And this is the an oatmeal stout called Chana Plevka. I feel like I'm going to get interrupted in a second, so if the screen goes blank and the microphone turns off, you'll know that I've been interrupted. I'm going to be fucking interrupted. Just bear with me 1 sec. Very rudely interrupted there. At least they fucking knocked this time. So yeah, an oatmeal stout. Clocking in at 4.8% ABV. Bitterness 4 out of 10. Recommended glass, stout glass, obviously. And yeah, that looks nice. Nice stumpy bottle as well. You don't see many stumpy bottles. There we go. So that's about it, lady and gentlemen. An interesting selection there. I've been quite intrigued by getting my hands on some Polish beers. I'll have to do a haul from the website that Adam used, because some really interesting stuff there, and some sort of new breweries that have made their way to the UK recently. But this seems very much more varied than the first Polish box that I got from Beer52. Sorry that the room's, mind you can't really see much, can you? What's that in the background? Oh, it's the box. I was just worried then my address was on the screen. Oh no, free beer. Yeah, so interesting selection there. Very much looking forward to that. Some nice darker beers as well. So if you've tried any of these beers from any of these breweries, let me know in the comments, or any beer, or what is some of your favourite Polish breweries as well. I'm really fucking hungry now. I had like a bagel for my lunch. But yeah, and I got a really itchy toe. Just 1 second. Yeah, I'm happy with that box. But I think I will be pausing my subscription for a month, because it's going to be a bit of a beer money heavy month or so. But yeah, lovely stuff, nice varied selection. And yeah, as I said, if you've tried anything from these beers, sorry, I'm distracted, I'm going to get interrupted. Why is it gone like orange in here? And by the way, apologies about the change of lighting in this. It's just fucking awful. But potato quality is better than no quality. Anyway, so thank you all for stopping by and watching this live stream. Whether you like olives or not, that's fine. Your prerogative. You be you at the end of the day. But yeah, to me, it's not a beer snack. I mean, in some cultures, it makes sense. It makes sense that, you know, olives are a beer snack. So like pickles, but I just don't like olives. Just really do not like olives. So I'm thankful that we haven't got more olives in this box. Anyway, so I'm gonna cut this off here. I hope everyone's had a good week. Hope everyone's going to have a nice Friday evening. And I also hope you have a lovely weekend. I probably will have a couple of beers because it's Friday and I've pretty much drank every day this week. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's going to be a live stream at some point tomorrow, or some sort, I should say, tomorrow. Thankfully, I've got a little bit of a shorter day at work, so I can use my last 3.5 hours holiday that I have left. So I'll be finishing work early, working from home tomorrow, but then from Monday, I think I'm going to be back in the office for a week. Finally get some exercise and finally get out of this bedsit looking bedroom. That shelf needs to be sorted. It's just, do you know what I mean? I shouldn't complain because I've got a job to moan about, but fuck me sideways. Anyway, thanks for watching. There may be a live stream tomorrow night from someone else. Hopefully my headset works and I can actually take part in it. That really did my fucking tits in. Like, proper did my tits in when I was having those tech issues. A lot of stuff does my tits in because I'm a moaning, miserable bugger. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah. Cheers for watching, folks. I'm not going to waffle on anymore because why would you spend that long watching me talk about 10 beers? But yeah, cheers for watching. And yeah, if Paul McDermott's watching, you're a prick. But I won't hold it against you, and I'd still happily buy you a pint so we could actually talk. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks. You all take care. Check out Beer52. If I remember to, I'll put a link down below if you've not already tried it a million times already. Cheers, folks, and have a good